And I also don't think everyone should be doing front squats. Not everyone has the shoulder mobility to do that, or the upper back strength to keep position. But if we look at like what level of internal load are your quads experiencing, it's very similar in all three. In terms of the actual output. Um, so I think you're right. Like if as soon as you tell someone that they have basically three options, it's easy, right? Do one of these three programs, just get stronger. But that's great. Because here's the thing: when you're a beginner, having too many options is intimidating.
Mm,
But very early on in your career, you're going to want to do things that are more catered to you. You will need to individualize either due to your time constraints, your stress levels, or your prior injury history from when you played sports, or just your limb lengths being a little outside of the norm or certain joint range of motion. And if you're telling me I have to do a low bar squat and I don't really understand why, I just kind of have this dogmatic belief around it, then it's unnecessarily limiting and we start to lose people. And that's, I think, unfortunate. But if you tell
mm,
someone, hey, yeah, start with a low bar squat or a high bar squat or a front squat, start with a squat pattern, and here's some options. Now, all of a sudden, that program has become less dogmatic and it allows people to filter into something that feels better. Yeah, you can do incline press, decline press, dumbbells, or barbells for your bench press slot. For the deadlift, you know what? You can do an RDL, or you can do a sumo deadlift, or you can do a conventional deadlift, or you can do a weighted back extension. Like, why not? Right. So I think it just requires a little bit of effort on the front end to give a bit more flexibility and a bit more like if you just tell someone, oh, you can do anything, and then you just leave the room, that's going to lead them towards indecision, and an analysis paralysis, right? But if you give someone the answer of yes, it depends, but here's what it depends on, and here's your options, here's how you choose your own adventure, and you constrain that to, something reasonable, like a flow chart
mm.
that just expands the amount of people we can capture and who can stick with it. You end up, finding instead of a program that's decent for 60 to 70% of people, but like 90% of people. And I think that's really worth the additional effort on the content creator or the coach's side.